If you have a learning disability, something denoted by a doctor, you're who I want to talk to today. Greetings and welcome to another episode of Is This Going to Be on the Test? My name is Joe Burns. I am a PhD, a post-hole digger, and guess what? I have ADHD. I do. Now, look, when I was diagnosed with it, they didn't call it ADHD. When I was young, they called it hyperactivity. And there wasn't any drug for it. There wasn't Adderall and what have you. There was only the idea that the doctor told my mom, take him to the park and run him till he drops. I never shut this down. Those of you who have a learning disability, I never shut this down. Do you know what I'm talking about? I have to feed this. I have to give it music. I have to give it scores. I have to give it something to let it play with. Because it's the concept of too much movement. I can't keep attention here or there. Students who have me as a lecturer in a class know I'm ping, 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 ping. I tell students I don't take any late papers, any, because I have to have them all in a stack all together. If a late paper shows up, it's not in the stack. It's not in the stack, man. And it's going to fall through a hole on my desk to Narnia, slowly going down into the snowy land where that big winged lion thing is looking at it going, why am I looking at this? I am on your side. I'm on your side completely. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm on your side completely. If you have a learning disability, I urge you as a freshman to go to whatever disability services they have on your campus. I don't know if it's called disability services, that's what we call it. Somewhere on your campus is a place where you go, you hand in the paperwork from your doctor, and then a secondary piece of paper comes to me, the professor, I sign it, and then we can give you extended time, a note taker, a what have you, all those kind of things that help you learn. But if you are a person with disabilities like me, I say that because what it does is it makes students with disabilities comfortable in my class, willing to come forward because I'm with the same thing you are. I've just lived with it so many more years. Here's my concern. When students have the disabilities and they I need extended time on tests, I need a peer note taker, I need those things, I have no trouble with it if you are a freshman or a sophomore. If you're a freshman or a sophomore, I get it. It's a new environment, it's a new level of learning, it's a new everything. Please avail yourself to it. And I will send your test to the testing center. I will give you more time. I will do all those things you expect me to do. But here's my suggestion to you. Come your junior year, it's time to start walking away from it. I've had it through high school, I've had it through middle school, I've had it through the first 2 years of college. I need assistance. You're a junior. You're 2 years from getting out into the real world. And in the real world, the idea of assistance doesn't exist. Now look, I know this is going to offend, not just upset, offend people. If you have a physical disability, obviously you can't do this. You can't take notes because of something that's wrong with your muscles, your muscular system or something like that. Look, I understand. But if we're talking like me, ADHD or something else, my opinion, as a person who has it, my opinion is starting in your junior year, start stepping it back. If you can, by your senior year, don't use the affordings that are given you because you have the learning disability. Why? Because when you graduate, your boss, your job isn't gonna do it. Now look, I'm from the communication department. I teach broadcasting, television, radio, that kind of stuff, audio processing. A television station goes live with the news at 5:30. 5:30 comes no matter who you are, what you believe, what you have, who cares? 5:30, the news begins. The idea, and I don't mean to be forceful, but it's the truth. The news begins at 5:30. You come out of my program and you've had disability services all the way through. You look at your boss and say, I'm going to need extended time on this television package. I can't. The news starts at 5:30. But I'm going to need an additional 2 hours. I had a student one time, his whole job, I hired him at one of my college radio stations. His whole job was to be there at something o'clock in the morning and record a live feed from a satellite, it was a show, and then take the show and put it on the air. And he asked for extended time to be able to do it. I can't offer that to him. It comes down at 8 o'clock. Be there at 8 o'clock. Record it. It airs at 10 o'clock. Have it ready at 10 o'clock. There's nothing I can do to change that. Now that's broadcasting. You get into the idea of business and your boss says to you, I need this report by 5, and you say to him, I'm sorry, I have a concern. I'm going to need extra time for this. It's going to run you into trouble. And I know right now people are seething. Their heads are exploding. I get it. But it is my opinion, you need the help your first 2 years of college. Because it's a brand new environment, it's brand new what have you. But your junior year, do yourself a favor. Start backing it off and start working to hit the deadlines. It's only going to help you. And I only know this because as a college student, I did it. And that's what I think. Hopefully you agree. If you don't, I can't force you to do anything, but I would ask that you do. I get it, you're upset, I get it, you're offended. Sorry. And that wraps it up. I'm Joe Burns. And that has been, is this going to be on the test? Probably. And take it in class.